Hi, my name is Spencer Shields. I'm an attorney in Kansas City, Missouri, and I practice nationwide with regard to product liability, mass tort claims. Here today. I'm going to talk to you about the ZIMMER next-gen high-flex knee replacement component that you may have had or a loved one had implanted in your knee over the past few years. If you're on this website viewing this blog, you've most likely learned that ZIMMER knee replacements, specifically the next-gen high-flex knee system, is the subject of a nationwide litigation currently ongoing. This litigation's been consolidated in the Northern District of Illinois in Chicago, and I currently am litigating a number of these cases on behalf of individuals across the country. I'm located in Kansas City, Missouri. However, again, my practice is nationwide. I represent plaintiffs from Florida, New York, California in the nationwide litigation. We currently have upwards of over 25 clients involved in this litigation, and more coming. On any type of mass tort claim, we always go through a process of first being contacted by the client, doing an initial screen just to make sure that you do have a ZIMMER next-gen component implanted, you or your loved one. And then if that's screened out, we'd go ahead and get contracts signed with you, medical authorizations, things of that nature that we need to actually create the attorney-client privilege, create the attorney-client relationship, and also obtain the medical authorizations so that we can go the next step in the investigation of your claim. We thereafter pull product ID sheets and operative reports from your implanting surgeon in the hospital to actually confirm the type of product and component that you had implanted, or again that your loved one may have had implanted. And as long as that all comes back and we can actually confirm that you do have the correct ZIMMER next-gen high-flex LPS or CR Flex knee component that's involved in the national litigation, we at that point go ahead and do what's called a petition, and we file that to protect your rights in the national litigation. In summary, the general allegation in this particular lawsuit is that ZIMMER had a traditional next-gen knee component system that worked traditionally as well as the others, had about the same rate of failure rate that was medically accepted across the board by a lot of these traditional knee implant components. But that around 10 years ago or so, ZIMMER started to manipulate the structural or in the manufacturing process and the design process, went ahead and manipulated the design of their next-gen components to hopefully get more flexion out of the component for the patient. This was heavily marketed. That's where the term high flex came to be used. Marketing materials were put out showing people running marathons, doing deep knee flexion in their gardens, things of that nature. And the whole entire next-gen system was marketed under the pretense that you could get back to your traditional 120 degrees, 125 degrees of flexion with use of the next-gen high-flex knee components. Reports that have recently come out and studies have shown that not to be true, or possibly, arguably not resulting in the flexion at the rates that was marketed to the general public. Also, certain studies are showing that patients have had these components put in are experiencing higher than normal failure rates, thus requiring the implants to be certain procedures done to either try to save the implant and put what's called spacers in, or to, the worst case scenario, the implants are actually having to be removed and redone. If you or your loved one have experienced a revision surgery or had to have the prosthesis where the prosthesis is actually removed, and you're needing a counsel to represent you in your ZIMMER next-gen high-flex knee case, contact me. Again, I'm heavily involved with this litigation. I'm in a boutique firm out of Kansas City, Missouri that we specialize in mass torts, and we have the experience and the staff and the attorneys to handle these type of claims. You can view me more at www.shieldofjustice.net or spencershields.com, and I appreciate you viewing this blog.